Yo, what is going on, everybody? Thank you so much. Happy Friday. Welcome. Hope everybody's doing well. We got Deep Rock Galactic. This is I guess this was based on a video game. I don't know if it was on Steam or something, but I'd never played the video game, but I saw a few playthroughs of this. It looked really cool. I thought it looked like a simple, kind of dungeon crawler. So I took the jump, and I'm glad I did. It's been a lot of fun. Let's see who we got. We got Mike. Are you going to do Monopoly next for Curtis? Good question. Yeah, I think so. But I think we got to take it up a little bit more than just regular Monopoly. I'm thinking we just get rid of the player tokens. We do meeples, and maybe then I also sleeve the cards and even the money. I think sleeving the money might be right up the alley. But a great question. Yeah, so I think that is coming. Finally, a decent game, Curtis says to Mike about Monopoly. What's up, Curtis? Yep, Curtis will get Monopoly. I promise you, brother. You playing this for the first time, or planning to crank up the difficulty? My buddy says the game is really easy without house rules. So, first up, what's up, by the way? Yeah, I think what we're going to do, we're just going to start on number 3 right here instead of... It's got this track down here. You can start on 1, 2, and then this section right here is 3 to 5. We're just going to do 3. It puts us a little bit closer to the swarm spots, as you can see right here on the board. So we'll start a little bit closer. So potentially more enemies will come out. If you would still start here on 4 and 5, but 4 and 5, they each add a little bit more difficulty as well. This is going to be my 3rd full playthrough. There's been times where I'm like, okay, I'm ready. And that is part of why we're moving on to mission 2. I was like, okay, I'm just kind of mopping the floor with some of these enemies. But there's been other times where I have been swarmed. We are going to be playing solo, so we do get the benefit of having Bosco. This guy's a little floating, flying robot who has unlimited ammo, cannot be targeted by enemies. He's just an absolute beast. But yeah, so we're going to be doing mission 2, and we'll crank up the difficulty just slightly, going to 3, so that the swarm activates a little bit sooner. Rock and Stone, what's up, BM? How's it going, dude? Just saw that we are on mission 2, so I guess that answers the first part of my question. Yeah, so we're gonna do this. It adds... Mission 1 is just... It's very simple. Mission 2 really starts to add a little bit. Like, we're going to add some of these hidden chambers, which weren't even on Mission 1. Some different kind of... discoverable tokens and stuff like that. So, yeah, so we're going to be doing mission 2. We'll read it off here in 1 second. I forgot that was Curtis number 1. What's up, Steven? Yeah, man. Rock and Stone, what's up, Wyatt? The video game is great. I've heard good things about it. I have heard good things about it. The board game is also really, really good. I gotta say, man, the production is really good. Really good with this one. The board is really nice. It's just a solid board. Like some of the boards, it's kind of hard to explain, but they can feel kind of cheap and flimsy. This thing just feels solid. The tokens are really nice. They give you a lot of different crystals and gems and stuff like that. A lot of different tokens. Tokens are thick. They punched out easily. The minis are nice, big, thick minis, man. They got some detail to them, but they are large, as you can see here. They are fairly large, and there are some giant minis in here. But they are super cool. Like, check this guy out, man. Like, that is huge, man. So really good job with the minis as well. Dual layer player boards. These things are really nice. And there's a lot of different slots. You can put something here. You got a little cutout section for your character in here. You can put some tokens on here. You got some upgrades, which are dual layer for your health. Another to slot a card, your secondary card. Your ammo even has these slots here. So it's really nice, really nice. Engraved tokens or engraved dice. They got this thick cardboard for the enemies and stuff like that. So you can put this somewhere and you can flip it, see the enemies and the details for them and everything like that. So really good job. There's the inserts are fine. Like, I'm just using the insert like this, so plenty of spaces to put all your tokens and stuff like that. Really good job on the production. The only thing I will say is the cards. The cards just feel a little flimsy. That's all. That's the only thing. Thick minis, there you go, Rufus. What's up, man? And yeah, I should try out the video game at some point. I have heard good things. So yeah, so Deep Rock Galactic. So what's up, everybody? How's it going? This is gonna be mission 2, and I'll just shuffle while we read some stuff. So this is Unexplored Opportunities. Another promising cave system shows multiple Morkite deposits, as well as some very interesting alien fossils. We don't know the layout of the entire system, as scanners have failed to penetrate some of the cave walls. Get your butts down here and gather the Morkite and alien fossils. If you have time to spare to explore the hidden caves, you might find some weapon upgrades in there that were left behind by less fortunate dwarves. Our competitors sometimes want to beat us to the punch, but what they lack in patience, they make up for in sloppiness. So it says, caution, the wildlife in this sector is showing a lot of activity. Looks like it might be mating season. Of course, I forgot a card here. So our objectives, we have to collect 6 Morkite. And I have to say, if anybody has ordered the game, hasn't gotten it yet, or hasn't opened it yet, in the shipping box itself, at first I thought I was actually missing the Morkite pieces. And I thought they accidentally just sent me more of this, I think it's called a cork or something like that. These Morkite pieces are in its own separate baggie at the bottom of the shipping box, not in this box. Because I thought I was missing it. I saw a few comments online. People were saying that they were missing it. They had to contact support. So luckily, I didn't get rid of the box yet. I went into the garage, searched through, found the little baggie. I was pretty happy about that. So check the shipping box before you go contacting support or before you throw the box away. All right. No, well, it was after the campaign launched. It was like a, they already had the game produced. They were sending it out on boats already, so it was kind of like a pre-order from them. But yeah, I did pay for it. It was a pre-order. So I don't know if everybody that backed it technically during the campaign got their copies first, and then they started to do pre-orders. But I'm pretty sure they just sent pre-orders along with everybody else that backed it during the campaign. All right, this is good. Rock and Stone cards. We got the supply drop cards. But yeah, this has been a fun game. It's fairly easy. It flows fast. The enemies don't attack every single turn, at least in the games that I've played. So sometimes you get a little bit of a breather. But it's been a lot of fun. It's been a lot of fun. You can mow down enemies. It's really cool. Enemies, they also roll their own dice. They do have some, resistances against some of our weapons. So we got to make sure to check this board to see. But these little guys, the grunts, they don't have any resistances. Basically, any weapons that we have is going to be able to mow them down. They only have 1 health. But these are going to be the enemies that come out the most. All right, so we have to collect 6 Morkite and 4 alien fossils. So we're going to first shuffle up these. And so we have some Morkite. We have some, oh shit, what was the other? Nitra, and then gold. I'm already forgetting the, I was all into the rule book, making sure I had the rules down this morning. I put it down. I haven't looked at it for hours, and I'm already forgetting the names of stuff. I'm already forgetting the names and stuff. Okay. All right, so we are on, that's mission 1. All right, so let's put these down. So we got 1 here, 1 here, 1 and 1 here, and that's going to be 2 away. So we're going to do this. Yep, that looks good here. And then we got to put 1 here, here, and then did I have too many? Well, hold on a second. 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3. What am I? Oh, you're supposed to be this. You're not supposed to be in here. Okay. All right, so we got that. This can go back here. Let's shuffle these. These are the hidden chambers. Adds a little bit more difficulty. I do think it needs it. Mission 1 is really easy. I think it is a good mission to start on just to learn the game, but it's like halfway through I was already ready to add some difficulty to it. One of the best parts of the video game is the commentary from the dwarves. Yeah, some really funny lines. Yeah, and that's like one of the things about the rulebook first, and also the rulebook, very well done. Really happy with this. I haven't had any questions. I had one question about Bosco, but that was it. And I actually didn't even find it online. And I think after reading more of the rule book, by process of elimination, I kind of determined, my answer. But the rule book is kind of full of like these little funny, lines and stuff like that. So I could definitely see that about the video game. It looks like it. You know what I mean? It just looks like some little badass dwarves just running around saying cool shit, drinking ale. Yeah, man. Oddly friendly and helpful player base as well. Very cool. Very cool. All right, so let's put these down. So we have 2 hidden chambers here, and the other one is... This is off a little bit. I think this has to go up here. Yeah, so these have to go, yep, like this. Okay. All right. We have that there. Let's do these tokens here. All right. But yeah, it's pretty fun. It flows pretty fast, like I said. We're just going to be running around. Bosco's going to be helping us out. So in solo mode, you have Bosco, which is this flying robot. So he has 2 actions after you have your 3 actions. And Bosco moves, he can move up to 3 spaces. He can mine out the board as well. He can attack. He's got a little just rifle kind of. So he's going to roll 1 green die to hopefully deal some damage, take out these grunts. But also he has a rocket launcher. So you can actually roll 2 dice, but that takes up both of his actions. So he's really going to be helping us out. One of the questions that I have, this is another question that I have that I didn't see an answer to, is whenever a dwarf goes next to one of these tokens, goes adjacent to it, it is revealed. Some of the tokens can be claimed adjacent or on top. Some of them have to be claimed by going over top of them. I didn't see if Bosco reveals them when he goes adjacent, but he's floating, flying up in the air, high in the sky. I think he's going to be able to detect these tokens. So as he gets adjacent to them as well, I'm going to play that they are going to be revealed. It's not that big of a deal. And then other than that, what I was saying, the question I had before is, it was the supply pod. This, I'm pretty sure, but, also do enemies go through Bosco? And I determined that they do. They have a few exceptions over the dwarves. The dwarves can't go over these deep pit spaces, but the enemies can. So there's a few exceptions like that. But it does say specifically Bosco does not block movement or line of sight. He's flying too high in the sky or in this cave. So they are going to go right through him. They can't end the space on him. That's what I'm determining. Other than that, enemies are going to be spawning from this 1 and 2. There is an additional undiscovered tile that does have a number 3, but the event card or the swarm card will dictate. Most of the time it's just going to say spawn at 1 and 2. Sometimes it might say 3. So if we ever do find 3, which hopefully we don't, we need those cards to say they're going to spawn at 3. So again, the mission we need to collect 4 alien fossils and 6 Morkite, which are these teal gems right here. And we are going to be playing as the gunner. So the gunner, we have a powered minigun. We're going to roll 3 of these. I forget what the weapon's called, so forgive me. But we're going to roll these green dice right here. We got burst fire. It's got range 5, which is pretty sick. But the cool thing about the minigun is successive attacks are free actions. We only pay the ammo cost. So if we see, if we're getting surrounded, we can just keep firing our weapon nonstop, just spending ammo, and it only takes 1 action. So pretty sick. In addition to that, we have zipline launcher. So over top of these deep pits, like I was just talking about, we got these little zip lines that we can deploy over top, even 2 at once if we want to, and we can just zzz right down the zip line. So that's a way that we can traverse these pits a little bit faster. And then we also have this shield. So if we spend an action to put this shield on our spot, it affects our spot and adjacent spaces. So it essentially does this bubble shield. We're blocked from anything, any kind of enemy attacks, whatever, or it blocks all of that stuff. Now, when we move out of that bubble, it stays there. And the only way we can get that shield back to spend it again is if we call down a supply pod. And then we can refresh, we can get this shield back, and then we can use it again. And besides that, we do get a free rock and stone card. It is Fortune and Glory. Double the gem. So when we destroy these stalagmites or these loot bugs or something like that, we roll a die to determine, and it looks like we just double the results. Not too great. I guess let's also talk about our experimental plasma igniter. So we're going to roll 2 of these yellow dice. It's kind of like a flame attack. Range 4, but when we roll 2, we can only choose 1 to keep. And we start with 3 ammo in there. We have 1 upgrade spot here, 2 in our powered minigun. We can boost this weapon, so we can spend some nitra. That's what not the nitra, the gold. If we collect 1 piece of gold, we can spend an action and a gold to overclock our secondary weapon to a more powerful version. So now it's range 4, and we're rolling 2 of those yellows, and we're keeping both results. And this will stay like this for the rest of the game. Also, it'll unlock these 2 additional ammo spots for our secondary weapon. And then we also get a throwable. So we got cryo grenade. Place a, I forgot what that's called, but it's like a snowflake token next to each affected creature. Any affected flying creature is killed instead. So we got range 4, and we can actually make this layout right here. And I believe they are kind of stunned for a turn. I believe, I'm going to have to look that up when we get there. There is a campaign mode, yep, but you can play all the missions as one-offs. I didn't read any of like what transfers over from mission to mission. I didn't get there yet. So we're just playing them as one-offs right now. Also, we have our mule here. So anytime we gather one of these gems, we can just place it right here in the mule. So this just means it's just kind of like a nice storage for everything that we collect. But we can use this anytime, spend anything from here. The nitra, we need 3 nitra, the red gems. We use 3 nitra in an action, and we do a call down with the supply pod, and that can be anywhere on the board. After that, we flip over a supply card, and it's going to be full of like primary weapon ammo, secondary weapon ammo, and I believe like maybe some health or some other stuff as well. And so that's what we need, the 3 nitra, do the supply pod, and then we can refresh our shield if we need to. So I'm going to place that right there. We have our event cards right here, and I think we're ready to rock. You can see one of the cool things about this game is you can kind of manipulate the terrain a little bit, which is really cool. So you can actually dig out, and we are going to need a dig to get to these spots right here. But after you use your pickaxe, you can essentially like carve out one of these spaces, and we would just place an additional tile. Like if we dug this out, now we have an additional space that we can move and stuff. So it's pretty cool. You can dig tunnels. I really like that. I think it's super cool. So yeah, and that's basically it. I think we're ready to rock. Like I said, we're gonna start on 3. So all 3 does is it makes it 1 space closer to spawn. So when we get to this space, right when we get to the space, we'll draw a spawn card. It'll say what new monsters spawn on these spots, and they're going to activate. And I do have down here, there are some weapon upgrades, and those are only going to come up in these hidden chambers. So I'm just going to shuffle these a little bit and keep them right down here. Okay. Past that, we are ready to rock. We are ready to rock. Okay. And I don't have any. I didn't cheat, right? I didn't keep any gems in here. No, we're good. We're good. Okay, let's get. This is on the grunts. Yep. Okay, let's get cracking. All right, so first starts with us. We're going to do 3 spaces. So we got to get all the Morkite. All right, so we have to go to all of these spots. All right, so what I tend to do is I'm going to probably send Bosco somewhere else. Start digging up here, see what we got. We'll see. Maybe we'll go down here with the zip line, have some fun. But yeah, so let's do that. So we can move 3 spaces. 1, 2, adjacent to a token. You can uncover it. This is a red sugar, so we can actually mine this, and 3 health tokens will come out. We can either use those if we're at full health. Those will actually just go on the board and sit there. So that's pretty cool. So let's move our spot. So that was 3. 1, 2, 3. Let's spend an action. Let's use our zip line. Spend down 2. And we have 1 more action left. I think we're going to just... It's our 3rd move. But moving over the zip line does only cost 1 no matter how far it is. So let's reveal this. It is a loot bug. So that's 1, 2. And we'll stop right here. That's our 3 actions. Now we go with Bosco. Bosco's got 2. He can fly over these spots. I think maybe we go 1. Reveal this. It is an alien fossil. We need to collect those. That's 1 movement. 2. And let's actually try to take out this bug right here. And I do have this other zoom in. I wasn't too happy with it. I guess it's all right. I guess it's all right. So we're going to use Bosco. We're going to attack this guy. And what I really like about this game is the hexes, they're not touching each other. It might be a little hard to see, but if I can show you. So it actually makes line of sight a little bit easier. So if you could see the hexes that you put the units on, they're like that. So if you're on this hex, firing on this hex, the line of sight doesn't hit any one of these hexes. So you have line of sight. So I really like the way they did that. That a little extra space, it really makes finding line of sight a lot easier. I just think it's different. I've never seen it before. So we're going to shoot this little grunt here. We're going to only roll 1 die for his rifle. And we got him. He's taken out. Okay, that was the 2 actions. Let's see. Rockin' Stone, what's up, Jordan? How's it going, dude? If you ain't cheating, you ain't trying. That's right, man. I was hoping we'd find something there. All right, let's do an event. We got Dugout Surprise. Place a grunt on an empty ground space adjacent to you if possible. Sounds like my wife might have just got home. Okay, adjacent ground space adjacent to you if possible. Okay, let's place them right here. Dwarves within attack range of the grunt each receive a free reaction against it. If it survives, it attacks you. Oh no. So we don't have any other dwarves, but it does say Bosco would be able to have a reaction, but he's not even close. So it is going to attack us, and it's only going to roll 1 die. And exclamation point is for the grunt, no effect. No effect. So we survive. We survive. And that's it. It doesn't say on every card, every event card, to advance this track. That is one of the ways that we lose as well. If we get to the end space and we're told to advance it 1 more, we would also lose that way. Okay. So back to us. Let's use our pickaxe. Let's use our pickaxe. So we're going to try to mine here, but we can choose after. All right, it's a single roll. So let's mine this out. So we carve this out. We gain this 1 Morkite. Put this in here. Let's also use our pickaxe so we're not using our ammo against this guy. And what's cool is if you're adjacent to multiple spots and you roll the double pickaxe, you can actually assign those to different actions. So we could take this guy out as well as destroy this loot bug. It's really cool. And we get the blank. Nice. There's only 1 blank spot. Oh God, dude. What happens with me on these live streams? Do we try again, or do we shoot this bug because we're pissed? Yeah, let's no. Yeah, let's try again. Whew. Okay, we take him out. God bless. Okay, now let's go to Bosco. I believe Bosco. Should we go up here and try to? Yeah, let's see. 1, 2, 3. Now Bosco can even fly over stalagmites and everything. So he's gonna go here. He's gonna mine. So he's gonna try to open up this space. He got 2, so he's actually gonna carve this out. We're gonna reveal this. All right, and this gets placed on that spot there. We do have an enemy comes out. That doesn't look good. We do have a weapon upgrade here. 2 more stalagmites right there. Of course, it's angled that way. And what is that guy? Who is that? Who is that guy? He doesn't look good. He doesn't look good at all. That is... who is that guy? That looks like... Is that this guy? Who the hell is that guy? I don't see him. I don't think there's any matching... Oh my god. I think it's this guy. Jesus, they only have one example. I guess that's one thing. Okay, that's one negative thing. There's only one example in here. And it is not that guy. Maybe it's in the back? Of course. Of course, guys. Oh my god. Yeah, there's no pictures of what each one represents. I guess you just gotta like look to see. Who is this guy? All right, we'll reorient afterwards. All right, what? I think it's him. I don't know. Oh, it's just a it's just a regular guy. Oh, okay. All right. All right. It's just a regular grunt. Jesus. Jeez. I'm trying to make it harder on myself. Paint them orange. Is that yeah, I know. All right, so it's just a regular grunt. That's fine. But that was his 2 actions. Damn pickaxe. Okay, they're closing in. Increase the swarm threat by 1. Okay, take that up. If this didn't trigger a swarm, activate all creatures. Okay, so they're just going to move closest to me. If they can't attack, they're going to move. 1, 2, 3. They can go over these pits. They don't target Bosco ever. So he only has one way through here. So he's going to go 1, 2, 3. And that's it. That's the only creatures on there. Back to our turn. So we get 3. We don't have to get this. So 1, 2, 3, we're adjacent. It is an alien fossil. I think what we do, let's go 1, collect this when we go over it. I'm just going to play this on our board. 2, and as our 3rd action, Jesus, God bless. I don't know, man. I don't know. This pickaxe is not cooperating. Okay, with Bosco, we can fly right over that guy. And we can go over the top of those spaces as well. Let's still try to shoot him. Got him. At least Bosco is putting in some work. And as our 2nd action, we're going to go right here. Okay. Follow the event description specific to this mission, which is place a grunt at a tunnel exit of your choice, then activate all creatures. So yeah, let's place them up here. Tunnel exit of our choice. Activate all creatures. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Back to us. Let's try to dig this out. What is going on, bro? You've got to be kidding me, man. There's one blank space. Oh my god. Oh my god. Come on, bro. Okay. Alright, alright. Alright, we're gonna mine this out. Now we can also destroy the stalagmites here. So we're gonna take this out and we're gonna see what this holds. Oh my god, dude. What is going on? Alright, that was our second action. Third action, I guess we just move. We can actually shoot this bug, but I'm still not worried about him. Let's go here, and we'll try to mine in to get to this chamber here. Alright, Bosco's going to go. He's going to mine. He got 2. He's putting in some work. Here, oh, and then we did reveal this. Alright, it is a, what was that? Something bulb. But if we do that, we can draw a rock and stone card. And the cool thing about the rock and stone cards is they are free to play. That is a barley bulb. Barley bulb. Okay, 2, and I guess this was revealed as well. We'll get adjacent to it. And I guess for the second one, yeah, we'll take this out as well. For the second mine. Okay, it is gold. And he cannot, Bosco cannot pick up stuff. We need the dwarf to actually go there and pick those up. Okay, increase the swarm threat by 1. If this did not trigger swarm, all creatures move and attack, but it does. So swarm, okay, let's see what we got. Praetorian. Place a Praetorian at exit 1 facing the nearest target. At exit, oh my god. A Praetorian, oh no, dude. Oh my god. That is that guy, right? Oh. I'm a fool. The pictures are right here on this board. Yeah. Alright, at least we got the grunt right. Okay. Oh my god. Yeah. Holy smokes. No, I'm sorry. It's still a big boy. Yeah, it's this guy. Still a big boy. But not the other guy. There you go. What's up, Freddy? Happy Friday to you too, man. Praetorian, huh? Well, good time. Yeah, man. Okay, we got a Praetorian out here. Oh my god, he's resistant to pickaxes, of course, our secondary weapon, and he blocks 1 hit of our main minigun. Oh my god. Okay, so he spawns at 1, of course, right next to us. Right next to us. And then activate all monsters. Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay, facing the nearest target. Is he immobile or something like that? It always faces the direction it moves in towards the nearest dwarf. Okay. Alright, activate these guys first. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And I'm assuming this guy's going to face this way. He's got range 2. So he's just got to go, and he's got movement of 3. 1, 2. So they're just going to stop right when he's within range. Oh my god, dude. Okay, and he's rolling. He's only rolling 1 die, but if he gets an exclamation point, I guess I got to angle him a certain way. If he gets an exclamation point, it's 2 hits. god. Okay. Back to us. We got to get out of here. We're going to mine. We got to go. Okay, double mine. I'm going to make a space here. And you know what? Screw it. I'm going to make a space here. Okay, let's move. We could attack. We could attack. The Praetorian has 6 health. Should we light him up? Yeah, let's light him up. Let's light him up. All right, 1 ammo spent. So this is our second action. So my wife's texting me real quick. Okay. All right, let's light them up. And remember, we can keep on shooting, and it doesn't cost additional actions. That's one of the things about our powered minigun. So we're going to go up there. It does have a resistance of 1. So it's only going to block 1 hit. Like one of these bullets. Let's go. Let's go! Okay. All right, so... block that. Yeah, let's keep spending. Same attack. Okay, that's 2 hits. Another shot. 2 more. Let's take him out. Okay. And 1 more. Let's see what we can do here. Come on. Come on. Damn it. He needs 1 more hit. I gotta spend it. He's resistant to both of my my experimental plasma igniter shots. Alright, there we go. There we go. He's dead. It took all of my ammo, but he is toast. And we do get a rock and stone for defeating him. Hello, Steve. Charm an adjacent grunt or slasher to temporarily become friendly, immediately move and or attack with it once. Any creature attacked this way suffers 1 damage per damage result, as well as 1 damage for an exclamation point. Sweet. Okay. So that was only our second action. That was only our second action. I'm not even going to try to take him out. Let's go 1, 2, 3. Jason to this spot. Let's reveal. It is another alien fossil. Okay, Bosco. Bosco. Let's do this. 1, 2. Let's try to open a spot for our gunner to get through. God. All right. Let's go. Do it. The floor gives way below you. Roll 2 of these black dice. Ignore any damage result. If you roll an exclamation point, you become knocked over. Dude, what is happening right now, man? All right, so we're knocked over. We got to spend 2 actions to get back up. You accidentally uncover a piece of lost gear in a cave pocket below you. Take a random upgrade token. Okay, sweet. Sweet. Let's get this. And let's place this on our powered minigun. And that is... Man, I'm rolling horrible. That is... this weapon can use primary ammo, secondary ammo, or a combination of both. Okay. Okay. All right. That was that. Back to our turn. 2 actions. Get 1 more. Let's mine. Yeah. Dude, what is going on? This is outrageous, man. There is only 1 blank on this thing, right? Oh my god. Okay. Bosco. He's gonna do the same thing. He's still trying to make that entrance. Okay, he's got 2. So he's gonna go 1. And let's open it up a little bit. Let's do another one over here. Okay, he's got 1 more action left. Now we are going to go 1, 2, 3. We'll go right here, try to open up that spot. Again, he can't collect Morkite or other gems, but he can still, you know, open them up. So that way my dwarf or the gunner can just go in there. He doesn't actually have to mine that space. He can just run in and pick them up. Okay, let's see. Place a grunt at exit 2. All creatures activate. 1, 2, 3. It's going after here. 1, 2, 3. And we'll have him go 1, 2, 3. Okay. All right, back to our turn. Let's first try to... Should we mine first? Attack? Remember, we can use our secondary ammo for our primary because we got this upgrade. I could use the experimental plasma igniter. Dude, what is going on with this mining die? What is happening with this thing? What is happening with this? This is insane. This is insane, dude. I think I'd take them out just to... Yeah, and let's use our plasma gun. There are 2 blank spaces. Yeah, let's use a secondary ammo for our primary weapon. Yeah, let's do that. And we'll shoot at this guy here. Alright. Took him out. That was 2 actions. Let's try to mine again. Alright, thank God. But I still can only use 1. Alright, we got this Morkite. Die rolls are insane. Okay, Bosco. 2. Now here's what we're going to do. We're going to open this up. We can't collect it, but we can use that other one to take him out. We get 1 more action. What's up, Jason? How's it going, dude? Just in time to see how badly... Maybe you can change my luck. Just to see how badly I'm rolling on this die. This only has 1 blank side. And I've rolled this for my dwarf so many times in a row. It's honestly insane. Okay. Should we just move 1? Yeah, let's go here. We'll just go, I don't know if we can actually end on top. We are flying. I actually don't know the rule about that. Let's just carve out a spot. Maybe we can open this up a little bit. Okay, we got 1. Probably should have maybe started flying in there. That's alright. That's alright. Alright, let's see. I hate bugs. Place a grunt at exit 1. There we go. All creatures activate. So 1, 2, 3. They don't move and attack unless the card specifies. 1, 2, 3. Okay, back to our turn. We're running out of ammo. Do we have enough nitro to call down a supply pod? I don't think so. We got to get up here. So in that case, let's do this. 1. Let's try to mine. We got 2. Oh, that's what I'm talking about. Let's make up some stuff. Now, as we mine the spots, we get it. And we're going to mine this spot out too. That's what's up. That's what's up. Okay, now we can move 1, 2 to collect this, and 3 back away. All right, Bosco's gonna go. I think this time we're gonna go 1, 2, 3, and we're gonna go right here for our third action, or second action. All right, let's see. Bugs, bugs, bugs. Increase the swarm threat by 2. 1, 2. No, but no further than the next swarm space. Okay. All right. Back to us. We're going to go 1, 2. We are going to use our zip line. That's an action. And then 1. Landing on this. We'll put this in the other spot right here. 2, get some gold, And then, Jesus, 3 going into this Morkite spot. Okay, that was our 3. And what does that thing do? That you may reroll 1 die for each attack, but you must keep the new result. Okay. All right, Bosco's going. Just gotta try to open this up. Second action. Dude, I'm telling you, man. Oh, and I forgot, once we left this turns to a regular spot. Until we complete the objective, and then, yeah, typical. I know, man, I know. All right, let's do a event token. Mission specific event, okay. Which is place a grunt at a tunnel exit of your choice, then activate all creatures. Here, okay, closest 1, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, oops, 1, 2, 3. We'll have them go up here. Okay. Back to our turn. Let's mine. We got 1. I want to try to get some of this stuff. Yeah. If we get 1 more, we can do a call down because we are gonna need it. Dude, I have no idea what's going on with this. I have no idea. I have no idea. Okay. There's 1 blank space. There's 1. Bosco's turn. 2. Okay, he's gonna open this up. Let's see what we got. Okay. Right here. Okay, we got this guy coming in. This is a web spitter. Web spitter's coming in. We have a weapon upgrade, stalagmites, and we also have a Mactera, flying creature. Mactera coming in. Yeah, the minis are sick, man. Like these things need to be painted. It doesn't. These angles don't do it justice, but these things are just insane, dude. Like, I mean, like, look at this thing. Like, this thing is. They're big. They're big. They're thick. They're really nice, man. I know, dude. I'm nailing it. Yeah, right. Ugh. Okay. So we opened that up. That was our second action with it. Let's draw. Okay, vantage point. You approach a sheer tower of rock. Being a good dwarf, you feel compelled to climb it and get a good view. If you're not laying down, look at the top card of either the event or swarm deck. You may then choose whether or not to shuffle that deck. Either way, increase the swarm threat by 1. Let's look at the swarm deck. Place 1 web spitter at exit 2 and 2 grunts each at exits 1 and 3. Then activate all creatures. 1 web spitter and then 2 grunts, because we're not going to have exit 3, so that's only going to be 3, and then activate. We'll keep that on top. We'll keep that on top. There could be some other worse stuff in there. Okay, back to our turn. We are going to do a call down. We're going to need some ammo, so we're going to spend 3 of this nitra and an action to do a call down. So supply pod comes down, can go anywhere except like these deep pit spaces, you know, stalagmites and stuff like that, and on top of enemies, which would be sick. But we'll put it right. It doesn't block movement, so we'll put it right here. Be adjacent. Now let's see what we get. Okay, this is stacked with 5 primary ammo, 4, 5, 6 secondary ammo, and 1 health. 4, 5, 6, and a health. That's pretty cool. Okay, as 1 action, we'll use it so we can take everything that we need, that we want. Let's load this up. We don't have our overclock secondary weapons. Maybe I should have done that first, but I'm not going to do that take back, and then we'll fully restock our primary weapon. That was needed. That was needed. So that was 2 actions. And yeah, we're about to get into some shit. So let's spend in our last action, spend a gold to overclock our secondary weapon. And now instead of rolling 2 and choosing 1, we can keep both. And of course now our other 2 secondary weapon slots or ammo slots are unlocked, but whatever. It is what it is. Let's see. Anyone else keep getting ads? Do you keep getting ads? Just let me know. It's be too easy without the house rules. Hold my die. I know. I try to make it more difficult. I know. And then plus, as you know, or as you noticed, I even started to go along with it already. Yeah, we're gonna start on 3. Yeah, it's first mission was too easy. Let's kick it up a notch. It always happens, man. Okay, Bosco's gonna go. So Bosco, what are you gonna do, man? What are you gonna do? What are those guys? Got the Mactera. They're not resistant to the machine gun. Or not the machine gun. The rifle. What is it? What is it actually called? Okay. Machine gun. Roll 1 bullet die, 3 range. So let's go here. 1. We'll post up here. We are adjacent. We'll reveal it's the alien fossil. And we'll use the Mactera spawn has 2 health. We will use this on the Mactera spawn. Mactera spawn right here is resistant to pickaxes and the flame. So let's try to at least do 1 damage. We did. Okay. Alright, we dealt 1 damage. Alright, let's draw an event. Just got an ad. Okay, I'll check it. It looks like they changed up the layout when I create the video, but I didn't check it. I was just like, okay, let's just keep it as default. I'll check it out afterwards. Okay, we got loot bug. Add a loot bug from the general supply to an empty ground space that's not adjacent to any doors. Okay, loot bug that's not adjacent. Place it here. Increase the swarm threat by 1, and that does trigger. Okay, here we go. Place 1 web spitter. Oh, it's the one we looked at. All right, 1 web spitter. At exit 2, it's right here. And 2 grunts, each at exits 1 and 3, but we only have 1. So 1 here, and then the next one closest to me. And then activate all creatures. So we'll start with the closest. Oh no, we gotta start with the grunts. Closest one. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. I guess we'll have them go up here. Okay, next is the web spitter. Closest one. It's got range of 5, but he can't hit me right now. That is definitely blocked. It's got 3 movements. 1. That's not blocked. So he's going to go here. Still can't attack though. And then 3 movement. 1, 2. He can move through Bosco, but he can't end on the spot. Never had an ad. Okay, that's weird. Oh, I got you, Curtis. Yeah, I'll check it out. I will say now, too, while we're talking about the stream, if you haven't yet, guys, please click the like button. Seriously helps out the channel. Feeds the algorithm. And thank you so much for your support. Special shout out to all the Patreon members. If you do want to support even more, there's a link in the description below. Access to the Patreon, join the Discord. We have a great old time. So thank you to everybody that supports. And if you haven't yet, please click the like button. Thank you so much. Okay, now the Mactera spawn. It's got movement of 3, range 3. 1, 2. We'll say he ends right there. Okay, back to us. back to us. We're about to get into some stuff, it looks like. We can go through the supply pod. It's not a big deal. There's Boston chilling over here. Right behind it. We got full ammo. We do have range 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We could hit. We could also hit the spitter as well. Right there. I think we do. I think we just stay here and shoot. Yeah, let's do that. Okay, one action. We're going to spend an ammo. Let's first go after the spitter. This is what I got. Okay, same action. We're going to spend another ammo. 3 hits. That'll do. No resistances. 2 health. Takes this guy out. And we are going to use the same action still. Just spending another. We're going to go after this guy. 1 hit is enough. And I think... Oh, shit. We had a reroll. I'm not going to take it back. Are we going to spend the same action? Take that guy out. No, let's save it. Okay. Second action. 1, 2, 3. And maybe now we shoot. We shoot again. So the range is any spot on your hex to any spot on their hex. And it looks like we would still have range to that guy. Now, what's cool about this game is, let's say you roll the dice and we got 2 hits like this. Or even let's just do this. Let's say we rolled this. What's really cool about this, if we have 2 adjacent enemies, let's just say this one, you can assign the dice to certain hexes. So we would say, okay, we're going to assign the dice to that one, right? And then let's say we were even... This guy was even here. An additional, let's see if the other... Yeah, let's say we assign it to that hit to that guy, and there's a open space here. You can then say, well, I'm going to assign this empty one to this, and then I'm going to assign this die to this one. Like it can go adjacent like that. I think that's pretty cool. So let's attack this, and this guy was here. Okay, so we're going to use our third action to target the Mactera spawn. Okay, 2 hits. Okay, and we do have a reroll. That's another hit. We're going to assign that to that guy. And that is 1. Oh, he already had... Oh, he was already down the 1. So that just means we're going to assign the 2 to this guy. Yeah, that's right. Bosco already did a damage to him. Okay. All right. All right, so those guys are down. That was the 3 actions. Let's go here with Bosco. 1, 2, and let's try to mine this open. We got 1. Let's do this here. Okay. All right. More legs, less planks. Nice, dude. That's awesome. Oh, okay. All right. So let's go to event. But you can see the game plays quick. It plays quick. There's not a lot of nuanced situations, so it just flows. Okay, stuck. Your boot gets stuck between some hard, jagged rocks. Lose 1 health to yank your foot out, or take your time to carefully release your foot from the rock trap and become stunned. Either way, increase swarm threat by 1. So what do we need? We need to come back through here. We're going to need to get this, this, and this, and that's it. We still got a ways till the swarm. Let's lose the health. Okay, lose the health, and let's increase that. Okay, back to our turn. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. 3. 1. 2. I want to hide behind this wall a little bit because I don't want something to spawn and then take a hit on me. Okay. Yeah, let's do that. Okay, Bosco. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Let's post him up right there. Okay. Unsettling rumblings. Increase swarm threat by 1. If this didn't trigger a swarm, draw another event card. Okay, mission specific event. Okay, so, and this is just place a grunt at any spot of our choice. And then I believe it's activate all creatures. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay. All right, back to our turn. I guess we just shoot this guy. Yeah, I think we just go out here and then we just shoot. 1, 2, 3. Right in his face. Second action, let's shoot. All right, so here we go. Assign the die like this. This one to this blank space, and then this hit to him since they're all adjacent. So it takes him out. Blank, and then takes him out. Okay. So that was 2 actions. One, 2, 3. Okay, Bosco. 1. We'll have him stay right there, and we'll attack this guy. Got him. Okay. All right, let's see. Okay, follow the mission-specific events. Okay, and I don't think it's advancing the track. Yeah. Okay, place a grunt at your choice. We'll still have it come down here, then activate all monsters. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And 1, 2, 3. Okay, our turn. Let's shoot again. We do have our thing here that says we can actually, I can tell you what, let's actually use the secondary weapon. Now, let's spend, because right now for all these guys, which I could hit all of them, not with the same attack, but we'll spend our secondary ammo, because that's one of our upgrades, for our primary gun. And we'll go after this guy. Okay, just the 1. Okay, take him out. First action, 1, 2. Right when we complete the objectives, the pod comes back, and any monster that's on this spot, this comes down and it crushes them. They instantly die. If we were on that spot and it came down, it says we jump out of the way at the last second, but we're laying down. We'd have to spend 2 actions to get back up. And then we have 1 more movement left. So we attacked, we moved, and then we just move. That's it. That's it. That's the game. That's it. Look at that. Look at that. A dungeon crawler in under an hour. That's it. That's the game, guys. See how fast that plays? Let's see. Because we got all the Morkite. And we got all the alien fossils. Objectives: 6 Morkite, 4 alien fossils. Yeah, Tim, what's up? The minis do look great. We actually just finished, Tim. We actually just finished. What's up, brother? Yeah, we just wrapped it up. But yeah, these minis are honestly fantastic. Like, look at this thing. Curtis, this would be a dream, a painter's dream. Look at this. Let's do the let's put it on focus so you can see. Mission 3 now. Yeah, I know. It plays fast. There's not a lot of nuanced rules, man. I seriously think next time I game with Tim and Matt, I think I'm gonna bring this. It just flows. Yeah, they like these. Like, look at this thing. They're huge too, which is, it just makes it fun. You know what I mean? When they're this big. I mean, like, look at this. Like, even just your dwarves, they're big. Detail is really good. It just makes it fun when they're this large. It's just like even the supply pod. You know what I mean? Yeah, the minis are really sick. They're just really cool, really cool. And there's a lot. There's a decent amount. You got all these guys here. All the big ones down here at the bottom. Then you got a whole thing here. Got some guys that blow up, essentially. You got the flyers, spitters right here. A lot more grunts here. Yeah, just really cool stuff. Look at these guys here. Yeah, just really cool stuff. Really cool. Yeah, the minis are nice. There is an edition that has standees, I believe. This one I felt compelled to just, I mean, like, this guy is just, look at this. I just felt the need to get the minis for this. And then you got the mule here, which is super cool. And this is just a cool little storage for all the gems and stuff. Lid just goes on. Super easy. Super cool. Yeah, production is really nice. A lot of dice, like I said, engraved dice. These are all the dice. And this crap here, which is a blank. Yeah, I think the game is fun. Like, this is just like a perfect game. You just want to play a nice dungeon crawler quick. Now, here's one thing I did want to say. I watched a little bit of, I think it was Rolling Solo's playthrough, and there was a comment on there that the guy got to like mission 10 and is just getting beat down. So maybe there is like a pretty good escalation, because it does still say on this mission, novice. On missions 1 and 2, it says novice. Sorry, mission 1 is Greenbeard. Mission 2 is novice. 3 is experienced, the great unknown. So it looks like, okay, so you come in and there's already a brood nexus, and I believe the brood nexus creates the grunts whenever it activates. Brood nexus spawns grunts. Yep. For each exclamation point, it spawns a grunt. It doesn't move. It just sits there. And so does the spitball infector. It fire, and then this one, the spitball infector, doesn't move either. It's got a range of 7. It's got a lot of resistances. If it rolls an exclamation point, you're knocked down. since it's rooted to the floor, it fires acidic mortar globs by swelling up and spewing them at the nearest dwarf, possibly knocking them over. But really fun. I've enjoyed the plays of it. I just feel like, Curtis, I know you said this in the Discord. You like feeling powerful, right? And I feel like this is one of those games. You can come in, and you got all these players. Scout, they all have an engineer, driller. Artwork is sick. Dual layered boards. This is definitely one of those games you just start with some cool ass gear, with some cool ass abilities, and it's just easy right out of the get to just come out, start chucking some dice, and potentially mowing down guys. I do kind of wish, like, maybe this is definitely, I need it still slightly more difficult, because even when we started getting into the additional enemies, you know, like the web spitter and the Mactera spawn, it was still kind of, you know, we still kind of took him out with only 2 health, especially rolling the primary minigun. You know, it didn't take much, but I mean, you could see a situation where we get stunned by the Mactera spawn, we start getting surrounded, I keep missing dice, and we're just taking some damage. You only have 5 health. So I mean, if even 2 just regular grunts are beside you and they each roll a hit, you're already down 3. So it's like one of those situations where it seems like it could be easy to stay away, but as soon as they get around you, you could be in some serious trouble. As soon as you get in the range of some other guys, you could be in some serious trouble. But it is fun. It is a lot of fun, and I really like this manipulating the board. I think that's really cool. In Rolling Solo's playthrough, which I thought was pretty cool, like he even made like a tunnel to, you know, just to try to come out. But he had a guy that was better, like the driller. I think the driller could just move and create these tunnels, which is pretty sick because he's got like his arms or his hands are like, you know, actual drills. So that's one of his abilities. So he could just make that. So you could just keep creating these spots, like these tunnels in the ground. I just think that's such a cool idea, you know, and you could just take this passageway. Maybe the monsters got to go through here, right? So they're following single file, and meanwhile you run up here. You know what I mean? I like manipulating the board. That's really cool. And then also in particular the assigning hits. So if you get, like we just did, you could just assign hits differently. If you roll a miss, you know, you could either assign both of these dice at this spot, right? Or you could just do one. The next die has to be adjacent to that one. So we're going to use that because there's no enemy. And then the next die has to be adjacent to that one. And we assign it to that. It just creates situations where you can mitigate, you know, the threat coming at you a little bit more. I think it's really cool. Really cool. Simple rule set, plays quick. Yeah, not a lot of questions that pop up. It's fun. It is fun. Epic. Yeah, man. Yeah, super cool. And these throwables, and like let's first talk about the secondary or the additional primary weapons. So you could even choose alternative primary weapons, and these are thick cardboard, and these just can go over top of that in this dual layered slot. I don't know, it just feels fun to just run around carving out these spots, throwing a bunch of dice, calling down supply pods, you know, mining these stalagmites, mining through the walls, getting these things, overclocking your weapon, bunch of ammo for your primary, getting upgrades. That's easy to do all this stuff. Zip lining. It's really fast. There's not a lot of rules to it. I don't know. It's just one of those types of games. But these throwables as well, these are all like grenade type deals. And these can go over top of things that block line of sight because it says you're chucking it over. So it can go over top of these guys. And a lot of these things are super cool too. And it's like one of these, like this frag grenade. You see it's got this T. So that's got to be the target spot. and it's got to be 4 away, but only the target spot has to be 4 away. So you could essentially angle it so that these spots hit 5 away if you angle it that way. All right. I'll be right back, guys. I'll be right back. I'm sorry. My daughter's calling me. I like the hit assignment system, and digging the board is cool. Yeah. At the very least, it's different. You know what I mean? I haven't seen anything like that either. But yeah, it is fun just being able to manipulate the board, create those situations. Yeah, man, it's fun. It's fun, and you can see it plays quick as well. It is a big box, but it's not outrageously large. I don't know what the standee version looks like either. But again, it's also got a good tray system. Just throw a bunch of tokens in there. So with this and the minis in here, there's only 2 trays. You saw the bigger one and then, the smaller one as well. It's pretty simple to set up. It is pretty simple to set up. It doesn't take all that long. The cards can just go right in here. Just take them out. There's only this many decks. Just shuffle them up. Hey, you're playing solo. And that's another good thing, right? If it gives you a little bit better, instead of just controlling one dwarf, it gives you a little buffer, right, with Bosco. But it's also not a full character that you have to maintain. So, that helps out as well. But I do think playing solo, it's simple enough that you probably could just play with 2 characters, as you see. And it's cool, just with the rock and stone cards, each given a buff to you. And it's cool, the artwork, they're just drinking ale. I guess at the Abyss Bar, it's called. And that's another cool thing. The artwork is cool. It's got some cool, sayings. Leave no dwarf behind. Rock and stone forever. The bigger they are, the harder they fall. We rock. Yeah, it's just... And these aren't too overpowered. The one is just double the gem die result. There's one you can re-roll the pickaxe. All the dwarves that are knocked down stand up. So pretty cool. Pretty cool. And then you got the supply drops. just these simple cards. You call it down, put some ammo on it, which I think is super cool. It doesn't block line of sight or movement. You just can call it down anywhere, and if you ever want to call it down again, this just goes away, and you just play another card, and again, it just comes down wherever else you want. So pretty cool. Yeah, I like it. I like it. One thing, I guess this could probably be smaller. It is a pretty thick, you know, it's just a regular piece of cardboard, and it's got a lot of good information, but, you know, it's quite large. It is quite large. So it's like nice on one hand because, you know, I got the room for it. I can just set it over here when I'm playing. But if you got like a full table, it might be kind of annoying. But I guess it might be just same as a book, you know, just passing a book. But it is, you know, slightly larger than that. And then the rule books are small. This is the mission book. And then, you know, the regular rule book is, you know, a tiny little thing as well. Only 39 pages, but a lot of these are just, you know, going over the alternatives. Got the solo mode variant. It's going over the abilities of each of the dwarves right here. And that's already on page 28. End of game is on 27. And it doesn't even get started until page 7 for setup. So about 20 pages. Yeah. And it's an easy read. It's an easy read, and it is a good rule book. Everything's laid out. You don't really have too many questions afterwards. Artwork's badass. Rolling a bunch of dice. I recommend it, man. I do. I recommend it. I don't know about price or anything. Like I said, I got this on the pre-order. I forgot exactly. I want to say it was like 2 something. Maybe it was like 1. I think altogether after shipping it was like 2. Something around that. So it's a hefty price, you know, but, you know, production is great. Production is great. Like I said, the only thing is like the cards feel a little flimsy. They feel just like a tad too flimsy. But past that, everything else is great. It's great. It is great. I would love to see this painted. I would love to see that. We'll have to get Curtis down here, paint some of this stuff up. Seems to be true to the video game. I think I read some, again, I've never played, but I have read some people on Board Game Geek kind of saying that they liked both. I don't know if I've seen any kind of legit comparisons, but yeah, I think I read comments. People were saying, you know, the video game was badass, the board game's badass. So yeah, man, it's just a fun little quick dungeon crawler. Not much setup time. Just get right into it and go. And it's fun. It's fun. You feel strong. You feel powerful from the beginning, but you know it still can provide you a little challenge, and I like that. It's not hard to do certain things like you saw. And look, even if we didn't have the what's it called? The zip line. You know, we still could have, you know, if we come here, you know, we just dig out a spot. And that's you know, I like that. So, you know, when we just dig out a new spot and we just have to go, that's the annoying part though, is we'd have to spend an action to do that, another action to move, and then our third action to just dig this out again to then just go here. So it can take a lot longer, but you still have that ability. Or we could just use our cool ability and do the zip line. And if we spent all 3 of our zip lines, what's cool is, like if we actually kept this and we went here and we wanted a zip line, we just pick them up from another spot where we don't need it. And then we could just place it again. So pretty cool. And I guess we still even had our shield. If we got into some real shit, we could have just played this down and we'd just have protection until we move out of that space. Or I think it's at the end, at the start of our next turn. It's something like that. It gets removed. So it's kind of like a 1-turn thing. But yeah, it's cool, man. It is cool. It is cool. And you want, and you know, the main objective, it looks like for all the missions, and I guess this is true to the video game as well, is the Morkite. You're trying to mine the Morkite and stuff like that. But, you know, you still want the Nitra and all this other stuff laying around the board and the gold, because it can be fun, or it might be needed to call down your supply pod, or you do want to just upgrade your secondary weapon. Maybe you're running out of primary. You didn't get this upgrade that we did that allows our primary to use our secondary ammo. So we have to use our secondary weapon at range. You can always use the pickaxe. You always have that. So you can, even if you're adjacent to these enemies and you have 0 ammo, you can still roll this and try to take out some of these guys. And there's only limited amount. Watch, I'm going to say that. So the grunt, web spitter, and exploder, you can hit them with the pickaxe. But like even with the slasher, the 1 resistance just means it blocks 1 damage. So if we roll the double, 1's still getting through to him. But this would, I guess the Bacteria spawn, because he's flying, that kind of makes sense. This is like, it has to be adjacent. Yeah, that makes sense. But pretty cool. Pretty cool. Yeah, guys. Okay. Well, that was the session. That was the session. I honestly didn't think it was going to go that fast. I didn't think it was going to go that fast. But that's fine. That's fine. Sometimes they're going to be long. Sometimes they're going to be short. Still got to see the game in full action. You know, we can always bust this out again at some other point. Maybe even bypass mission 3. You know, maybe I get some experience. Play some more Kite Madness. That looks fun. That looks fun. So yeah, I guess we'll call it there. My dog's probably gonna start freaking out as well. But yeah, guys, I'll be back next week. I apologize for the dog. He's a nutcase. But thank you guys so much for watching. Really appreciate it. If you have any questions, post them in the comments down below. Have a fantastic weekend. Thank you so much for spending your Friday with me. And I'll catch you guys next week. I still got to figure out the games. But I'll see you next week. Till then, grab some brews, play some games. Take it easy, guys. All right, guys. Peace. Have a good one.